Herkese merhaba arkadaşlar. Sherlock'un bir sonraki 3. bölümünün 3. hikayesinin mi partının mı diyeyim artık şeyine başlıyoruz. Kanlı banyo şeyimizin adı ekranda gördüğünüz gibi ve bilmem kaçıncı bölümümüz falan fistan. Girelim hemen başlayalım kayıda. Hoş geldiniz, hoş bulduk. Evet, kanlı banyo sahne nerede? Yükleme ekran olacağını bilseydim biraz daha geç tıkladım. Tamam. Başladı kanlı banyo. Sherlock'a bak.
Holmes, what happened?
I feel deathly.
And you look it. Let me examine you. Please don't tell me that you've returned to your old habits.
Ne oldu lan? Neye başladı?
The pupil is dilated. The temperature appears to be normal.
Nabız.
I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats. I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats. I need to concentrate and count the heart.
Ha tamam anladım ya.
A weak pulse, around 50 beats per minute.
Dakikada 50. 8. Ne kullanıyorsun lan? Bize de ver oğlum. Kendine Müslüman çıktı bu Watson Watson değil.
But you're dying, Holmes. Your pulse rate is dropping. We need to get you to the hospital immediately.
The antidote. Give it to me.
The antidote? You mean that you're poisoned?
Now. Please.
Here, drink it all. Don't tell me that you did this to yourself.
Hemlock and datura. I was compelled to.
Holmes, imagine if I'd not returned home when I did. What might have happened?
I knew that you would.
Şerefsiz ya.
Mr. Holmes, Inspector Lestrade is here to see you.
Mr. Holmes is unable to see anyone at the moment. He is unwell.
A good day, Inspector.
Ah, Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to find you here. I need your help. This is a strange one.
Allah Allah
We brought in
neymiş?
2 young bankers from the city, sons of lords, members of the chamber, and so on and so forth. They were found stranded in a rowing boat that was drifting on the Thames.
A romantic escapade with an unhappy ending, Lestrade.
What? Well, yes, they were both in the bath, but what?
As I said,
And they were tied together.
you are lacking in imagination, Inspector.
Well, no, I'm not. Anyway, there was a banner flapping about in the boat with the RMS Oceanic printed on it and signed by the Merry Men.
The Oceanic. Isn't that the largest steamer ever built?
Yes, and these 2 young banker chaps are sons of the owners of the White Star Line, the company that built it. There are rumours of corruption.
I'm not interested in politics, Lestrade.
I'll keep it then. Here's another one that's a bit more complex and maybe to your liking. It's a murder, but we're unable to find any weapon. We haven't touched anything. It's at the Roman Baths in Strand Lane.
A murder, a vanishing weapon, the Roman baths. That's for us. Watson, fetch your hat.
Birden ayağa kalktı. Hadi gidelim. Hadi gidelim karakola merkeze. Canım istiyor. Hadi bakalım. Hadi bakalım. Bakalım. Tamam banyolara bakacağız. Evet delilimiz yok. Belgeler yok. Diyaloglar. Kara Peter'in şeyi. Tamam. Tamam, bunu şey yapmıştık zaten. Tren düdüğü mü hatıra olarak aldım? Ha, raylar üstündeki sır. Bu da burada. Bunu da doğru yaptım. Tüm şeyleri falan bulmuşuz abi. Londra polisinden kaçış. Bu ne oğlum? Burada karakterler, ilk oynayan ikinciler. Aa, burada 4 karakter mi var? 4 karakter varmış bu bölümde. Kısa bölüm o zaman. Son bölümün çok uzun olacağını düşünüyorum. Filmdeki sahneye benziyor.
Beautiful place.
With a dreadful murder. The body of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the steam room. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes. I shall be waiting for you here, but please hurry.
Şüpheliler.
Are you able to identify the men who were with the victim in the steam room?
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the city council, Garrow,
Like a
and an
look.
archaeologist by the name of Blinkhorn. I think the plump one, Garrow, did it. He doesn't seem right in the head.
Well, we shall see. You found no murder weapon?
No, and that's why I called you. All three witnesses and the victim were locked in when the murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here. We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see.
Şahitler.
Was there anyone else here, apart from those gentlemen in the steam room?
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the one who called the police. He'll be able to give you more details.
Phillips. Gel Phillips. Phillips. Phillips. Bak buradan geliyor abim, arkanın adı. Phillips. Su sesi abi. Ship.
Good day
Ship.
to you, Mr.
Su
Phillips. My name is
sesi.
Sherlock Holmes, and this is my colleague, Dr. Watson. Would you be so kind as to answer our questions?
Certainly, sir.
Dur önce bir şey yapalım dayı, seni bir inceleyelim. Yorgun gözler, hafif kırışıklık. Titiz. Kolalı yaka, titiz ne oğlum? Ben yakayı şey yapmıyorum ki. Tutaklı bir şey vardı ama ya. Parlak düğmeler. Manchester City. Bugün gönderilmiş telgraf. Elde bir şey var mı? Yalnız yaşıyormuş.
Please tell us the chain of events from the start of your day. Everything that you can remember. The slightest detail may be of importance.
Anlat.
Very well, sir.
Anlat bebeğim.
I came in at 6:30 this morning, and I opened the baths. I made sure that the room was clean, and I prepared the towels. The brazier was still burning.
There was a fire burning all night.
Yes, Sir Gregory ordered me to light the brazier yesterday. It takes some time until the room is fully heated. The gentlemen had a meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. I wanted everything to be perfect. They'd been in the steam room for 20 minutes when I suddenly heard shouting. I ran to the door, but it was closed. I couldn't open it. So I ran out to the street to call for the police. One constable came up, and then there were others, and they picked the lock. Then Inspector Lestrade came along, and he told us that nothing should be touched.
Did you receive any other visitors this morning?
No one. Until these gentlemen arrived. Sir Gregory was the first. And then, while we were discussing work details, Sir Rodney and Mr. Blinkhorn arrived, and Mr. Garrow followed.
What happened after that?
I waited until they'd all entered the steam room, then I returned to the hall. The changing room door was open, so I should hear if they needed anything.
You would have heard if someone had entered or left the steam room.
Certainly, sir. These doors make a lot of noise.
What should we do?
The steam...
Altta ne var? Telgraf yollamış. Soyunma odası. Şarap.
Champagne for a special occasion. Champagne. Unopened. It was intended to be enjoyed after the steams. An ice bucket to keep the champagne chilled.
İnceleyecek şey bittiği zaman yerine koyuyor zaten.
Expensive clothes belonging to one of the men from the steam room.
Tamam. Havlular. Çömlek.
These clothes belong to one of the suspects from the... Clothes belonging to one of the suspects.
Tamam. Aç kapıyı. Bekleyin beni cıbıldaklar. Gözüne ne olmuş lan?
Lord Holmes.
Death with a peculiarly Roman piquancy.
Like the one you almost had an hour ago.
Let us forget about that. The wound should not have bled so profusely. This pool is rather large.
There was only one hit from the weapon. It pierced the right eye straight through to the brain. Death would have been instantaneous.
Look, Watson. He was wearing a ring. He very likely removed it before the steam session.
Well, death is very recent, between 30 minutes to 1 hour ago.
Some dirt or earth. I'll take a sample.
Al dayımın oğlu.
I think we have found all that we can here, taking into consideration the abysmal lighting. Constable, we have finished with the body.
Tamam.
We don't have many leads here.
What concerns me is that we still have to find the murder weapon.
Mr. Holmes?
Please have the body removed without disturbing anything else in the room.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
Bu adam kim ya?
I was
Ben
wondering,
sevmedim
Holmes,
bunu. Niye
it's fairly
sevmedim?
reckless to carry out a
Dikkati
murder
üzerine
inside
çekiyor
a
sanki.
closed chamber. Why do you suppose they did it?
There are a great many possibilities. The murderer was in a hurry, or he is an artist, or a ghost, or he wanted to ensure that I'd be brought in on the case.
Probably the latter. You are ridiculous. Do you know that?
I should check this blood sample at Baker Street.
Burada bir şey var.
This key was covered in blood. I should ask Phillips about it.
Ana lan. Niye buhar doldurduk içeriye?
With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away.
Kapat lan şunu.
One lens is cracked, probably due to the temperature of the brazier. These lenses are for myopia. The wearer is short-sighted.
Yani yakın şey yapabiliyor.
The brazier is still burning. The heat here is extreme. It is too hot. I cannot... I will need something to pick up this melted metal.
Tamam. Eşya gerek gidiyor. Ne haber lan? Var mı buralarda bir şey?
The grid cannot be removed.
Kapak sökülmüyormuş dayı. Tamam hadi.
It's horrible. I can't talk at the moment.
I'm in shock.
Blood traces wiped on the towel.
Sen kimsin lan?
It's horrible. So Rodney is dead. Can't we speak about it somewhere else? I found him. I touched his shoulder.
If you have to interrogate me, I'd like to be dressed properly.
I can't understand what happened.
Mr. Holmes?
Tamam.
I'm always...
Şu anda şeyi alacak bir şey lazım buna.
These
O taşın orada bir şey vardı. Onu inceledik zaten. Oradan alınacak bir şey vardı. Onu alacak bir şey bulmam lazım. Maşa gibi bir şey.
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
Bekle.
please wait. I need to do something first. The steam room. The changing room.
Aynı yer mi lan bura? Çıkış.
Frigidarium. This area serves as Sir Rodney Bentcliffe's workshop. Tools used by archaeologists in their... I will need these...
Tamam, şimdi o şeyi alabilirim. Tamam.
Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
Ha, incele.
A shape has been cut in the plate. What should be done with it?
Şey mi aldın? Koskoca zırha mı aldın? Oha, helal olsun sana be. Dokümanı al. Sevgili arkadaşım, önümüzdeki ay Stanley banyolarında bir basın toplantısı düzenlemeyi diliyorum. 1893 Mısır'daki çalışmam için kayda değer bir tarih. Ama şimdi İngiliz arkeoloji odaklanımı falan filan. Tamam. Geçtim de biraz. Gözlük, gazete. Bunu da al. O kadar şey okumadım ya. Arkeolojik şeyler.
Archaeological finding.
Şu yerdeki. Yok herhalde. Ne lan o? Kutuyu mu inceleyeceğim?
A glass plate negative is missing. A glass plate.
Ne lan bu?
It is a glass plate negative of an Egyptian statue. Glass plate negatives, a remarkable method for recording ancient civilizations.
Tamam. Kapattığına göre orası da bitti. Başka var mı burada bir şey acaba? Yok gibi. Ne oldu? Ne oldu lan? Yeni harita falan mı? Çöktü.
My God, are you all right? I wonder how this could have happened.
Yes, it is somewhat treacherous. Fortunately, I am unscathed. To where does this corridor lead?
To the frigidarium, the coal room.
Barely unscathed and by a very small margin. And treacherous is an understatement. Those stones weigh tons.
It does not matter. If our investigation requires it, we shall ask for them to be removed.
Tamam, onların kaldırılmasını isteyecek. Çüş abi. Yerin altında mı burası?
We don't.
Tamam.
I should analyze this melted metal.
Tamam, analiz ederiz dayı.
I don't want.
Tamam, yeter, al adamları götür. Aa, şeyle konuşacağım.
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
Please wait. I need to do something first.
Bekle dayı. Tamam, ben dediğimi biliyorum. Bekle. 1 minute kardeş.
There is a bottle of champagne on ice in the changing room. Do you have any idea who left it there?
There is? Are you quite certain? I didn't pay any attention. Do you believe that it's important?
Sana ne lan?
How many people have keys to the steam room?
We have just the one key for now, which Sir Gregory gave to me.
So, this morning you opened the steam room, and then?
I put the key inside my desk, but when they called, I couldn't find it. It had disappeared. I don't know where it is.
Did you leave the baths at any time or receive any visitors?
No, sir, I did not.
Yalan.
You are not telling the truth, Mr. Phillips. You left your work this morning, and you went to the post office, where you dispatched a telegram at around 7:30.
But how could you... No,
The telegram was for someone in Manchester.
Mr. Holmes, it's I'll tell you everything. I left the baths at 7:20. My sister wrote to me yesterday, and she needed a reply, or our mother is unwell. I was away for 20 minutes, and I closed the baths on my way out.
Did you receive a reply from your sister?
No, she wasn't meant to. I just told her to pawn my old school uniform so that she could pay for the medication.
Did you check to see if the key was still in your desk when you returned?
No, I didn't. Please, Mr. Holmes, don't tell the police about this. Sir Gregory would give me the sack. I need this job.
I see.
Kovulacak mısın lan sen? Tamam, şimdi götür herkesi. Eve gideceğim ben de, hadi. Eve gideceğim, laboratuvarda işlevim var. Laboratuvarda işlevim var. Götür hadi herkesi.
Mr. Holmes?
Götür.
On, Lestrade.
Tamam, şüphelileri sorgulayacağım. Tam burası Stone Yard. Şüphelileri sorgula var. Analiz yapacağım. 3 tane analiz yapacağım şey var. Bu ne? Arşivlerde arayacağım şey var. Oturmuş şampanya. Diyalog. Konuştum ya bunu. Bir daha mı konuşacağım?
These baths are becoming...
Mr. Holmes?
Tamam, hadi şeye gidelim. Biraz kimya yapalım. Ne kadar oldu bu videoya başlayalım? 28 dakika olmuş. Tamam, güzel. Güzel. Çok dar yapıyorlar at arabalarını. Baksana ya, ayaklar birbirine geçmiş. Ne bakıyorsun Sherlock? Ne bakıyorsun? Biz de senin gibi bekliyoruz Sherlock. Sherlock! Sen de onun... Tabi onun kitabı daha tatlı gelir tabi. Kanıt defteri, hadi. Geldik mi? Hadi biraz... Ha pardon, önce şey yapayım. Ha, mektubum mu var? Sherlock, sevgili kardeşim, çok büyük bir hata yaptınız. İmparatorluğun uluslararası çatışmanın kenarında olduğu gerçeğinin farkında mısınız? Sen bu inanılmaz derecede hassas davayı nasıl şu kuş beyinli Scotland Yard polislerine verirsin? Çok iyi, evet, suçluları yakaladılar ama gazeteleri okumuyorsunuz herhalde. Bu yüzden büyük bir kargaşa yaşandı. Bütün Meksikalıları genelleştiriyorlar ve bildiğiniz üzere imparatorluk çok çeşitli ve sadık Meksikalı yatırımcılarla anlaşmalara sahiptir. Bu konu hakkında düşünmelisiniz. Saygılarımla, Minecraft. Minecraft'a vermedim diye şey abi ya. Aslında versem daha iyi olurdu da. Veremeydim. Ama geçtik o bölümü ya. Ne diyor? Sir Rodney'in taslağı. 1893 Mısır'daki çalışmam. Kayda değer bir tarih. Ne diyor? Mısır. Antik Mısır.
That is not the one I need.
Ama Mısır dedin kardeş. Bitti. Tam mı? Ansiklopedilerde değil herhalde. Gazete. 1893. Geçtim mi? Aa,
Here it is.
pardon, ben yıla göre bakmıyordum ya.
By the eye he was punished, for he saw that he was not worthy. Dreadful.
Hareket edemiyorum. Tamam.
On the
Çamura analiz edeceğiz kardeş.
pyrite, otherwise known as fool's gold.
Aptalın tanrısı.
Selenite,
Selenit.
pyrite, otherwise known
Tamam. Selenit.
white clay particles. Interesting. According to the color and its composition, I deduce that this sample is white clay.
Beyaz kil kaç yerde çıkar
I
ki?
need to find which area near London this sample belongs to.
White London.
The sample of dirt belongs to the White London clay region, located near the city of St. Albans.
Tamam, kanalı değil, kanı.
Let us analyze this blood sample.
Ketçapa
This
benziyor.
blood has not coagulated well. It seems very liquid. That is strange. Let us see what is inside it. Hydrogen peroxide will bring any foreign matter to the surface. I must take a pipette and place several drops of hydrogen peroxide. Water. This blood is heavily diluted with water. This is a piece of metal taken from a brazier. It appears to be silver, but I need to be sure. If it is silver, it will be possible to melt it, since silver's melting point is at around 900 degrees Celsius. Let us compare this sample with a silver penny by testing it with acid. If it changes color to match the result of a reaction with a silver coin, then it is silver.
Hadi bakalım. Bilim. Asit.
The
Gümüş.
reaction is the same red stain. It is silver. Britannia silver quality.
Tamam, daha orada bir şey kalmadı. Şimdi diyalog. Bu da diyalog. Diğerlerinde bir şey kalmadı. Bu kadın hala duruyor mu lan? Hala duruyormuş. Şimdi bakalım. Soruşturma kaldı buralarda. Tamam. Kontrat. Gidelim bir şey yapalım. Eşyalara bakalım. Adamları bir sorgulayalım. Babali yapalım da yapalım kardeş. Çıkarımlarımız var mı? Daha bir şey çözmedik ki. Bu konuşmalardan sonra her şey belli olacak. Tamam ya, salla, daha bir şey yok elimizde. Hadi geldik, hadi biraz sorgu yapalım. Baştan başlayalım.
An embroidered silk handkerchief. A fountain pen with solid gold trim.
Saf altın kaplama. Ziyaret kartı.
Sir Gregory Pitkin's visiting card.
Tamam. Bunu inceledik.
When Garrow found Sir Rodney dead, he wiped the blood upon himself.
Tamam, onu inceleyecek şey, ilaç şişesi.
A phial with herbs. Do you know what it is, my dear fellow?
It's the St. John's wort flower, Holmes. It's commonly used as a drug against melancholia. However, an overdosage might lead to a rash or even hallucinations.
Yanına mı aldın? Vay bilinkna.
An ordinary pencil.
Kendinize başka bir çalışma alanı bulun diyor. Bu ölen adamın
Rodney
şey değil mi?
Bentcliffe's notebook. It may contain something of interest. The last
Yırtılmış.
pages were torn out. We must find a way of retrieving Sir Rodney's last lines. Watson, please prevent anyone from entering the room. But first, fetch me a pencil. To
Sen
begin with,
karalama.
a few strokes of the pencil will be enough. I don't want to damage the traces.
Tarihe mi geçecek? Türkçe mi yazıyorlar orada?
And then to gently smudge the leftover pencil marks with a handkerchief. I'm sure that Watson won't mind if I use his.
Bugün nerede bulduğunuz bugün tarihe mi geçecek? Ne yazıyor lan orada?
Mr. Holmes, the coroner had... But what are you doing? Tampering with the evidence?
I prefer
Kapatabilirim.
to make them talk. Today, I almost found it. This date will go down in history. Sir Rodney was about to make an outstanding discovery.
Wonderful.
I could retrieve only the final words. The rest of it is lost. Perhaps the autopsy will assist us in that matter.
I'm not sure that I can allow you to inspect the body now.
I am sure that you must, Constable.
Well,
Tamam. Kalan şeyleri de inceleyelim.
This
Gözlük.
ring was most
Tamam. Kaynak mı yapılmış lan buna?
I see the join. This ring was repaired, and quite badly too, with silver. An Egyptian symbol. It is a very old jewel.
Why on earth would they wear such a ring?
A very pertinent question.
Madeni para.
An old and rather dirty coin.
Büyük ihtimal şeyden çıkarmışlar. Ne
A
o?
hand-drawn map.
Onu da aldık. Her şeyi aldık ulan. Kanıt olarak bir şey bırakmadık ki. Bakalım. Tamam, 41 dakika olmuş. Bu bölüm burada bitirelim. Bir dahaki bölüme de sorgulamayla ve cesedi incelemeyle devam ederiz. Görüşmek üzere. Kendinize iyi bakın. Kendinize cici bakın. Görüşmek üzere. Bay bay.